to our video for today, which is the overview of Truffle, Ganache, and a bit of WebStorm. So what are we gonna learn today? Which is the first thing, which is the Truffle overview, which is the introduction for the Truffle. Next, we have a bit of WebStorm installation, which is the IDE that we are gonna use for the Truffle. We can use any IDE that we have, such as VS Code or IntelliJ or PHP Storm, but we are gonna use WebStorm for the sake of the video. So next we have the prerequisite software that we are gonna have to install. First is Git, and next one is the Node.js. The first one, which is Truffle installation, we're gonna cover the Truffle installation command, the mkdir, and this is the important thing, which is to create a project for the Truffle, which is we're gonna use Truffle unbox. Next, the fifth one, we're gonna explore the project directory or the project folder. And next, six, which is the Truffle commands, which is we have four of these: the Truffle test, the Truffle compile, Truffle develop, and Truffle migrate. And the last thing that we are gonna cover for today, which is Ganache. We're gonna learn about the installation, the migration, and in the interaction with the contract. So that's it, and let's go to the Truffle overview. Hello, and welcome to the first part, which is the overview of Truffle. Truffle, the smart contract that makes things easier for us, which is primarily used as a development framework for Ethereum blockchain-based application. So it has its main purpose, including the smart contract development, which is Truffle. It has simplifies the process of creating, testing, and deploying the smart contracts on the Ethereum blockchain. Second one, the project management. So Truffle offers project template and tools for managing Ethereum project, including scripts for compilation, deployment, and testing. The third one is testing. Truffle provides a testing environment for both Solidity and JavaScript files to allow the developers to ensure the functionality and reliability of their smart contract and application. The fourth one, the deployment. Truffle also facilitates the deployment of smart contract to various Ethereum network. And the last one, which is the integration. Truffle integrates with other development tools and environment and enhance the efficiency and productivity of the Ethereum development. Okay, for the next part, which is to cover about the WebStorm installation, we are gonna download the WebStorm first. You can use other IDE such as the IntelliJ, the VS Code, or PHP Storm. But for the sake of this tutorial, we will use the WebStorm. So just go to Google and search WebStorm and download it for the Windows. If you are using other device such as Mac, just follow the documentation. Okay, now we will cover about the node. This is the side node, which is the prerequisite software to be downloaded. Which is first we have the IDE, which is WebStorm, the VS Code, or any other thing such as IntelliJ or PHP Storm. Second one, which is Git. As you can see here, I have installed Git here, so it will show like this. So next, the third one, which is the Node.js. For those who have wondered on how to download this Git and Node.js, just go to the Google and download Git for Windows if you are using Windows. And the next part is the Node.js. Just use it for the Windows and the current version. It can use Windows or either Windows or Mac OS. Just download and install it. Now we will move to the important part of the tutorial, which is the installation of the Truffle itself. So you can just Google for it. Just type Truffle or Truffle suite, and it will show the homepage just like this. So what are we gonna use? Which is just go to the documentation and go to the quick start. So in this part, it has the installation part and all the thing that we are needed uh, to look into the overview of this truffle. So what we are going to cover, which is the installation. Just open your CMD, which is command prompt, and just type this command npm install truffle dash g, which is global, or you can just npm install dash g truffle. You can check for each version, just type truffle version. So it will show the truffle version, the Ganache version, the solidity, the node, and the other important thing alongside the truffle. Okay, this is just for the side note. You can just type mkdir and folder name, which is here is metacoin. It's inside your folder project. So this is easier. You can just type in the command line. So as what I have said it before, this mkdir and metacoin, which is the folder name, is the new directory folder, which is we have named it as metacoin. So you can see the result right here. For this part of the video, we're gonna learn on how to create a project inside the Truffle. So first of all, just open the web storm and follow this video if you are the first time user. Now what we're gonna do is open the folder that we've created in the ETH project before, which is the metacoin. What we have seen here, which is this just a folder named metacoin, but without any files in there. Okay, so what are we gonna use inside this WebStorm, which is it has it built-in terminal that we're gonna use to use the commands for the creating a new project. So we can just create a bare project without a smart contract using the Truffle init, but we are gonna use Truffle box for the first time user, which is the application and project template. So there are many project template inside this. You can use whenever you want to initialize a new project, just like React. So the command is truffle unbox metacoin. So now we will open back the WebStorm and just type in it truffle unbox metacoin. Just click enter and yes. Just type Y to proceed. Okay, now we have done. It is unbox successful, and it will show this command that we are going to use after this, the truffle command, which is truffle compile, migrate, test, develop. And now what we have here, we have a new folder inside the metacon, which is contract migration test. Okay, now we are gonna learn about the project file, the project folder. So we want to export the project first. So first we have the contracts, which is the solidity contracts folder. So what we have in here, we have convertlib.sol and metacoin.sol. So uh this directory is actually just used for the contract purpose. Let's just see. This is a smart contract which is written in Solidity that create a metacoin token. So this is what it's shown in the quick start directory. So migration, it have the deploy contract.js, the migration, which is the JS file that help you deploy contract to the Ethereum network. So what it show right here, this is the file for the migration, which is the deployment script. Okay, next, what we have here, we have test, which is the first one, which is the metacoin.js. So the test directory and the file which is we're gonna use for testing purpose. So we have two right here. The test file which is written in Solidity to ensure the contract is working as expected. The next one, the test metacoin.sol is the same to use for testing purpose as well. So .js which is written in JavaScript and .sol which is written in Solidity. So now we have the truffle.config.js which is the Truffle configuration file. What is important here is which is the Solidity, the version, and the network for to setting the network information and other project related setting. So for the Truffle commands, what we have first here is Truffle test. It is to run all tests. You can just type this command Truffle test. For test dot which is the current directory /test/test metacoin.sol. So this is the directory file folder that we're gonna use to run this truffle test. Okay, after it has been completed, it what it's gonna do is it the testing this metacoin file, which is we have two success. Okay, now one is clear. So let's move on to the second one, which is the metacoin.js. Okay, let's clear this terminal first for a clear look. Just write as truffle test dot which is the current directory /test/metacoin.js. So that's how you write the folder path name. Okay, so what it show right here, it compile the contract and the contract metacoin has three paths. So all of these are success. For the second part of the truffle commands, which is compile, what we are going to do, which is we want to compile the smart contracts. So the command is simple, which is just type truffle compile. What it will do, it will compile all the contract and create a new folder named build. And inside this build, it will have a new subfolder which is named contract as well. Truffle develop, which is from the quick start we can see right here, to deploy the smart contracts we're gonna need to connect to the blockchain, and Truffle has a built-in personal blockchain that can be used for testing. So we're gonna use the Truffle develop inside the WebStorm in the terminal to run this. So let's clear first and just type Truffle develop. So what it gonna show us is it will create a test account, and then what we have right here, we can just write truffle command, which is truffle test, truffle compile, truffle migrate, without the truffle keyword. just leave out the truffle keyword and just compile as usual. So it will compile successfully. So now what we're gonna learn is which is migrate. Okay, so let's see right here what do we have. We have the migration started, the network name, the network ID, and it also has some transaction and value cost. It also have the summary that we have said before. The deployment total is 2 and the final cost is 0.001 ETH Ethereum. So what it show is correct, which is the transaction ID and address of the deploy contract, and also include the cost summary and real-time status update. Okay, for this part is we are gonna learn about the other tools for the development. This Ethereum network development, which is Ganache. It what it benefit us, which is it has much better UI and it can develop on the blockchain much more easier. So we want to download this program first and just follow the video. Open the Ganache and then just click the quick start Ethereum. So it will create the virtual Ethereum network that we are going to use for our this tutorial video. So what do we have here? We have a 10 testing account that we can use for the migration to blocks, the transaction part, the contract part, the event, and the logs as well. So that is just an overview of the Ganache UI. Okay, now we are gonna learn on about the Ganache migrate. So what we are gonna learn here is to run the migration, but we are gonna use Ganache. So first of all, let's check the network server, which is we are running on the local server, the host and the port, which is the host is 127.0.0.1 and the port is 7545. This is the default port that we're gonna use. So open the truffle config.js, which is the truffle configuration file, and just uncomment the development part in the network block. Make sure the block is connected, so it will have no coding error right here. And next, check the host and the port if it same as the Ganache. And now we are gonna use the terminal, but before we are gonna check the Ganache before before the migration. So let's see if it has any change. Okay, now in the terminal, just run truffle migrate. We are gonna use truffle because we are not in the development mode. So now it will compile and it will show the summary. The total deployment is 2 and the final cost is 0.001 Ethereum. So let's see if it has any change in this Ganache. So the block, so first block, second block, that means there are something right here that has create uh, this function to interact with the contract and the blockchain overall. What we're gonna use, we are gonna use the command truffle console. So how can we prove or verify that it has connected to the correct blockchain? We're gonna use this truffle console, and the truffle console will enter the development mode. And now we're going to use the command which is let accounts equal await web3.eth.get accounts. Let account is actually the test to test our accounts which we have stored in an array. So how to retrieve this array, the accounts in the array? So accounts 0. So that's mean in account index 0. So we are going to verify it by looking at the for front and the for end of the address. So let's see 0x 44 in the front and 8BEC at the end. So let's compare, and now it is the same. So we can ensure that it is actually correct. So all is done, and thank you for watching.